So all of this road on this side of the park is completely shut down right now with the flooding.
The Memorial Day floods of 2015 swamped many state parks across the state, forcing evacuations.
I'd estimate about 75 people were crammed up into the house.
And leaving destruction and debris behind. Although Palmetto State Park has flooded before, it hasn't seen flood stages this high since the late 1990s.
We've seen 30-foot floodwaters for almost 24 hours straight.
We've got 15 parks that are closed at this moment, another nearly 30 that have been impacted in some form or fashion. And so we're going to have a lot of rebuilding and restoring in the weeks and months and really years ahead.
The headquarters was spared, the cabin was spared, and a little bit of high ground.
At Bastrop State Park, park hosts David and Dorothy Hall were inside their camper when the destruction began.
It was like a raging river behind our trailer. Before maybe it was, I don't know, dry, 5 foot wide. It looked like it was 30 foot wide.
A blow to the park was the loss of an earthen dam that formed the lake at Bastrop State Park. Enhanced by the Civilian Conservation Corps during the 1930s, the lake was a primary recreational spot for park visitors.
A lot of hard work was put in by those CCC boys, and it is quite a loss to see that come down with this significant rainfall event.
That additional heavy downpour caused the lake to go over the spillway, eventually breaching the dam altogether. You know, we've been through a lot here at this state park, and to see the lake empty is pretty tough.
Flood stage is 13 feet, and it crested at 43, and it went up 33 feet in an hour.
At Blanco State Park, the recently added Kids Naturescape Activity Center was washed away. 2 years and $40,000 worth of donated funds from the Friends of Blanco State Park had provided a climbing wall, sandbox, rainwater collection tank, and benches for parents to sit and watch their children.
The only item still standing is the one for the younger children's side. We had beautifully landscaped it with wildflowers and native trees. Yeah, it's on the way to the Gulf.
Nearly half the state parks across Texas have been impacted by the floods, and Texas Parks and Wildlife will feel the loss of revenue from visitor fees, which pay about half the cost to run the state park system.
Because of the diminished visitation, because the parks simply aren't accessible now and won't be in the near future, that's going to have a significant impact on the agency.
Day use area was hit the hardest. Everything along the bank where we're standing was shade shelters, picnic tables, barbecue pits. As you can see, we're pretty much at a complete loss.
But there is some hope for recovery.
Looks like the legislature is going to provide some significant capital funding this session, but we're going to obviously have to look at reprioritizing it to address the tyranny of the urgent. And right now the tyranny of the urgent is all of the flooding that's resulting from this just horrific Memorial Day flood event.
And Friends of the Parks and park staff are staying optimistic.
After all our work, the trail tamers, but we can do it again. I'm never giving up.
Well, we'll get it back.
For Texas Parks and Wildlife, this is Karen Lope.